You ever have one of those days when life just slaps you in the face and dares you to stand up? That was me, Staff Sergeant Jamal Rivers, stepping off that plane at Atlanta Airport, uniform sharp as a razor, name stitched proud right over my heart. I just come back from a brutal deployment overseas, running on no sleep, hungry for something familiar, all set to surprise my mama before catching a bus back to base in North Carolina. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good day. Turns out, I had no idea what was waiting for me. First thing I noticed, people weren't looking at me with pride or even curiosity. It was more like suspicion, you know? That hard stare, the way folks clutched their bags a little tighter, like I was about to steal something instead of just passing through. It's a look I'd seen before, but today, the air felt thick, heavier than usual. Even the TSA guys, two of them, just posted up, watching me like hawks, whispering to each other like I couldn't see. I should have known right then the day was about to spiral. So, I'm checking my phone, hoping my ride's on time, when suddenly this voice just cuts through the noise. "Hey, you stop right there." The whole terminal seemed to freeze for a second. I turned real slow because that's what you do when you're wearing the skin in this country, especially in uniform. There they were, two cops, walking my way with that look like they'd already made up their minds. Officer Beckett, big guy, mustache that made him look like he was auditioning for an 80s cop show, and his partner. Haynes, tall, thin, icy blue eyes, both closing in. My heart hammered, but my hands stayed where they could see. I knew the drill. "Is there a problem, officer?" I kept my voice even, but you could hear the steel underneath. Beckett just smirked, hand resting near his holster, like he was waiting for an excuse. "Yeah, there's a problem. We got a report about a stolen military uniform, and look at you walking around wearing one. You expect us to believe that's yours. Now, if you've never had your entire existence doubted just because of how you look, let me tell you it stings in a way nothing else can." I swallowed it down. I earned this. I serve. But Beckett just laughed. "Open your bag." By now, people were slowing down, whispering, someone already holding up their phone, recording. I said, "Unless you've got probable cause, I don't have to show you anything." Haynes moved in, his face twisting up. "Listen here, boy. You do what we say, or you'll regret it." Boy, like I was a child, or less than a man. My jaw clenched. "I'm not a boy. I'm a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army, and you have no right to harass me." Beckett rolled his eyes. "We got a report of black male impersonating a soldier." Sound familiar? That's when the blood really started to boil. "You think I stole my own uniform?" I shot back. Haynes grabbed my arm. "I don't think. I know. Hands behind your back." The crowd gasped, the little boy holding his mom's hand, just staring wide-eyed. I stood my ground. I fought for this country. I deserve respect. Beckett yanked my bag, dumping it out for everyone to see: documents, dress blues, family photos, like my whole life scattered on the floor. "Fake," he declared. Haynes sneered. "You're a liar." I bit down hard, refusing to let them see how much it hurt. "Call my commanding officer. Right now." Beckett slammed me against the wall. "You're not getting any favors today." Haynes clicked his radio. "We got a situation at Gate 4, suspect resisting arrest." Suddenly, a new voice rang out, steady, sharp. "Lies." All heads turned. An elderly black man with a veteran's cap stepped out of the crowd. "I've been watching this whole thing. This man ain't resisting nothing." The people around started murmuring. More phones went up, and a woman yelled, "That's racial profiling." But the cops didn't care. Beckett had his cuffs out. Haynes was twisting my arm. I could feel the last of my patience slipping. Then, just when I thought it was over, another voice, louder, commanding, cut through everything. "Unhand that soldier." Silence, just for a heartbeat. A tall black man in a captain's uniform, badge shining, strode forward. Captain Andre Maxwell, his name plate read. Beckett and Haynes stiffened. "Captain," Beckett tried, but Maxwell was already on fire. I said, "Unhand that soldier right now." They finally let me go. I straightened up, every muscle sore, but my dignity still intact. Maxwell turned to me, his voice low and tight. "Are you all right, Sergeant?" I nodded, though my hands were shaking. These men just assaulted me and disrespected my service. Maxwell's face darkened. "You too. My office." Now, the crowd burst into applause. Some cheered, the elderly vet saluted, and for a moment, it felt like the world had righted itself. Almost. Inside the airport security office, the mood was tense like a pressure cooker about to blow. Beckett and Haynes sat stiff in their chairs, pale and silent. Captain Maxwell stood over them, arms crossed. Me? I was leaning against the wall, watching. I wasn't there for an apology. I wanted justice. That's when the door swung open and in walked Chief Walter Granger Stocky, serious, all authority. He sized up the room, eyes landing on me, then the officers. "Tell me what happened," he said. Before Beckett could lie, Maxwell cut in. "These officers falsely accused an active duty soldier, assaulted him in public, tried to arrest him without cause." Granger's eyes narrowed. "Is that true?" Beckett stammered. "Sir, we were just doing our job way, got a report." Granger cut him off. "Funny, because I watched the security footage. Only Crime Staff Sergeant Rivers committed was walking through this airport while black. You could see the color drain from their faces." Granger wasn't done. "You humiliated a decorated soldier, lied on your report, said he resisted when he didn't. That's falsifying a statement." Haynes tried to protest, but Granger's voice was ice. "Sit down." He turned to Maxwell. "Did they even check his military ID?" Maxwell shook his head. "Not once. Just assumed." Granger's sigh was heavy. He looked at me. "Sergeant Rivers, I'm sorry. This will not go unpunished." I stare back. Apologies don't fix what happened. They need to face real consequences. Granger nodded, firm. "Oh, they will. Both of you suspended without pay, effective immediately. If found guilty of discrimination and abuse, you'll be fired and lose your badges." Beckett jumped up, furious. "Sir, you can't." Granger slammed a file on the desk. "You've got a history, racial profiling, excessive force, misconduct. Now this. You're lucky we're not pressing charges." Haynes balled his fists. "This is unfair." Maxwell stepped in. "You think unfair is being accused of stealing your own uniform? You think unfair is being shoved in front of a crowd, treated like a criminal when you've done nothing wrong? You don't know unfair, but you're about to." The room went silent. Beckett slumped, head in his hands. Haynes trembled, too angry to speak. Granger pointed to the door. "Get out of my sight." As they left, I couldn't help myself. "Hey, officers, next time you see a black man in uniform, show some damn respect. We fight for this country, too." They didn't look back. Maxwell let out a slow breath. Granger, softer now, said, "Sergeant Rivers, if you ever need anything, let me know." I nodded, but what I wanted was bigger. "I just need this to stop happening to people who look like me." Maxwell put a hand on my shoulder. "We got a long way to go. But today we took a step." Walking out of that office, duffel bag slung over my shoulder, I felt lighter than I had all day. Maybe justice still had work to do. Maybe the fight wasn't finished. But for once, karma showed up right on time, and let me tell you, that felt good. They tried to break me, tried to make me another sad story swept under the rug. But truth got loud, justice stood tall, and the crowd refused to look away. So, yeah, today one soldier stood his ground in the system, for once stood with him. You know what I mean? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think justice was served? Ever witnessed something like this go down? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about what's right, what's wrong, and what it really means to wear this country's uniform.